Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there
fight. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been thinking of, dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you.
Attention, girl, I know you, but you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, and I just want it.
I just see myself. I just see myself. I just see myself. Myself, I just see myself. 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 See myself. I just see myself. I just see myself. I just see myself.
Oh baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here, you're my dream, but I just want it. Yeah, I just wanna. You're my dream, but I just want it.
I just see myself. I just see myself. I just see myself. See myself. I
from the start, you my bunny, I'm your Clark. From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. The others don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather, day up and out with you till I die. How many times for you I'ma try? Want you to notice the one and I know this. Perfect soulmate, I wanna show it. My best friend, she saved my life, my happy end in hard times. Oh baby, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. But I just want it. Hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. I just want it. Hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. Oh baby. Hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, to myself, hug it 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 to myself,
For every passing moment
your eyes the moment you looked at me. From across the room, those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain. Oh baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm going insane, and only you can save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control over lights in the space. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face. But you're moving closer, no time to escape. Your hand on my shoulder shifts me into space, and I can't deny how badly I need you now. 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 You take away my breath now, boy. Don't you dare steal my heart now, boy. I know you're something that I'll enjoy. Move a little bit closer now, to some place where there ain't no crowds. I wanna get to know you right here and now. I got trapped in your touch the moment you took my
The experience that Spalletti's going for. He isn't throwing Dalbert in from kickoff. Also, Gagliardini gets the nod. It's his first start since September the 16th, so basically a month for Gagliardini, being used more as a substitute, but he's bringing the muscle beside the guile of Borja Valero. And see how Matias Vecino plays in that trequartista role. It is an adaptation for the Uruguayan. And we'll see how he can perform, because there's also João Mario, there's Candreva and there's Eder, all who can play in that role, as well as Borja Valero himself.
As for Vincenzo Montella there, shot, he's lost Nikola Kalinic to injury. Striker played through the pain barrier against Roma, not fit enough to join up with Croatia. Tried his best to be ready this evening. So Andrea Silva takes over, he'll lead the line. The youngster's been excellent form in international duty and Europa League. He scored 9 goals in 10 World Cup qualifiers for Portugal, so he knows the pressure. Into midfield again comes Giacomo Bonaventura, as Hakan Ananoju is suspended, sent off against Roma, so a great opportunity for Bonaventura to show what he can do. First Milan derby for Leonardo Bonucci, former Inter player of course, and now the leader of this Milan side.
Bonucci made his Serie A debut back in 2006 for Inter against Cagliari. He's now the captain of Milan.
Tagliavento is our referee, experienced referee at this level. The decimal level has gone up as well as Milan get us going, playing from right to left. And in that midfield we've got Kesse Biglia, he'll be a key element for Milan of course, and Rodriguez on the left hand side. Rodriguez on the side. Morini also brought in. We're interested in what position he takes up. Suso, will he drift out wide or get closer to Andrea Silva?
That's 7 new faces just mentioned there in the Milan starting 11. Andrea Silva, he is the great hope for Milan. He is the talent that perhaps the team should be built around. So far he scored 6 goals for Milan, all in the Europa League. He scored 3 goals in his last 4 matches, with the 2 goals for Portugal. Yet to score in Serie A. This would be quite some match to get off the mark.
Well, he's a confident young player, not a golden boy, Portuguese football, and a glamour player of Serie A. And pre-match interview he gave, he didn't think. He said that Milan would win 2-0 and he'd score both goals. So there is confidence, yes indeed. But, as expected, Inter pressing early on. We expect them to make the play, as we said before. They are the designated home side, so they're the bulk of the fans this evening. And Milan haven't won an away derby, if you like to use that word in inverted commas, of course, since 2010 when Zlatan Ibrahimovic scored a penalty.
In front of the Curva Nord, the fans who once adored him. So Esteban Cambiaso received his shirt, the number 19. finally rewarded for all those years. In the centre circle, I wonder if Borja Valero's feeling the pressure. Another shaven-headed midfielder being compared to Cambiasso.
That's a similar player, and a player that Luciano Spalletti has been chasing for a number of seasons. Finally got him, and knows what an important player he is. Here's another new signing, Kesse, out wide. Milan trying to break quickly. Andre Silva does well. He's gone under challenge. There's a good strong challenge coming in as well. Vecino ball over the top.
The flag is up, Richard. The flag is up immediately. Down on the near side.
So close there. Is that offside? Just from that angle, difficult to say. From the live angle, it was a very, very close call. Icardi quickly off the mark. Bonucci pushing up there, wanting to bring out his two central defenders, of course, as I said before, Sacco and Romagnoli. Scored last year, Romagnoli, in the second game, a drama-filled 2-2. So was the first was a drama-filled 2-2.
Both matches finishing 2-2 because of goals in stoppage time.
A wonderful play for Valero. Off goes Candreva.
Telegraphed that move. Well read by Romagnoli.
Suso now on the left foot. Got support on the outside. Comes back inside. Shaped up the shoot. And the corner to Milan. Good strong break going forward there. Bonaventura. Big match for Giacomo Bonaventura, isn't it?
He hasn't reached the peak that we've become accustomed to with Bonaventura in the Milan shirt because of that injury last season. It's taken him a long time to get back, but this is the match where to do it.
Take the corner for us. It's in the 6-yard area, right across the face of the goal, under the header away. It's a poor touch by Mordini. And a chance here for a break. Milan trying to get back.
Icardi needs to pick his pass.
Almost did. That was a good run forward. Borja Valero has got to go wide again, which he does to great effect.
Excellent play by Icardi.
Can he deliver the cross? This is where he's let himself down so many times.
Well, no other players cross as often as Candreva in Seria this season. I'm sure not any player has crossed as badly so often as Candreva this season.
That's what we're talking about. It was something that was brought up in an interview with him. Didn't take it too kindly, as you wouldn't. It was brought up as percentage crossing was very low, and that showed there were excellent position to whip in the ball. It didn't do so.
There's a new element to Mauro Icardi's game. It's something that Spalletti said in pre-season. He says, I know Icardi is one of the best in the world inside the penalty area, but I want him more. He didn't say actually like Gigo, but that's what he wanted. More like Gigo, somebody who can receive the ball, move with the ball, pass the ball. And then he wanted the ball back in midfield, and he wanted to play that pass out, didn't want to leave it to the midfielders. And so it is the evolution of Mauro Icardi under Spalletti.
And we also saw him in the last home game before the international break when he raced back and made a saving tackle inside his own penalty area, becoming the all-round player. He'll be full of confidence, as we were saying before, returning with Argentina. World Cup on the horizon.
Climbing up the pecking order there as well in the international scene.
It's been a bright start from both sides. Inter taking the early initiative, but Milan showing that they can come forward as well. Brilliant clearance there by Donnarumma. Ball bounces into the box and Bonucci safety first.
Musacchio helping out Bonucci there as he just ushered Icardi off the ball.
Positions that Milan have to be very attentive, don't they? With Rodriguez and Borini, makeshift really wing back, isn't he?
Well, Borini's down officially as a forward. You consider he's playing more defensively than even in midfield, but still prefer the head of Abate because he can gallop up that flank.
Forward, Bonucci calmly away. Rodriguez into Biglia. To be the steady head in there. That'll be an interesting battle between Borja Valero and Biglia to set the tempo of the game. It's been high so far, and Suso has been busy. Wonderful ball out wide. Borini into the box. Good ball played. Bonaventura edge of the area. Couldn't get the shot away. Suso sees his effort blocked. Skriniar with a header away. Valero.
Already a tactical change by Inter because Borja Valero is playing in the more advanced midfield role. You've seen him playing alongside Gagliardini in the engine room.
Andrea cuts in field. All over the top. Bonucci's across. Offside, was it?
No, but Borja Valero's telling Candreva just a simple ball into my path there. And I could have picked the pass for Icardi. Candreva, our comment is that he plays so well for Italy, doesn't produce the same form for Inter.
Another cross goes behind, D'Ambrosio this time. He's certainly got the talent, you know that, Candreva. He's been up and down, scored it in both derbies last season. Cracking goal in the first, no bad effort either in the second. The long ball forward. Silva won the header. Sino or Valero. So sent ball in that advanced role, just playing the ball wide. Nagatomo. Miranda with time. Skriniar. Miranda again. Funneling back, 5 at the back now, Candreva. Centre back seeing a lot of the ball. Creating space as well. Gagliardini in behind the defence, almost. Morini putting the ball away. His Milan player down, so the ball will be knocked out.
Musacchio driving the ball into his teammate there with a clearance. Was Nagatomo on the overlap.
Morini got the right there. Winded, stays down.
So the position that Borini's playing in should be that player there in the centre of your picture, Conti. They're signed from Atalanta in the summer, but has had cruciate ligament rupture. Still for a few months, but that's a big loss.
Most definitely on that right-hand side. Çalhanoğlu also there in the stands with Kalinic. Injured, Çalhanoğlu suspended, as we said before. Good touch by Valero again. Good challenge from Bonaventura. Hesse, quick ball out wide, but over the head of Suso, who seems to be drifted out to the left-hand side.
Well, Suso has been told by Montella he's free to decide where he wants to play. Offside here. We were so used to him playing on the right-hand side last season to great effect as well, cutting in. Didn't even need that much backlift in those powerful shots that he unleashed. Here he has, it's also to do with the contract extension talks. He drifted out of the starting side, and he still doesn't seem to have found his real position in the 3-5-2.
Certainly Inter snapping into the challenges with Sino on that occasion. Miranda loses out though. Andre Silva cuts back inside and fires the shot away. Kesse, good strength to keep possession. Rodriguez, will he keep this in? Just about. And sliding challenge coming in. D'Ambrosio.
It looks so inviting there for Milan, but he couldn't even fire a shot on Andanovic's goal. Instead, Inter snapping into the tackle. It was Andre Silva who snapped into the tackle on Miranda. Not daydreaming, and it was almost costly for Inter. Almost. Got the numbers back. The most they've conceded is a corner kick.
Second of the game. Miranda getting slowly to his feet.
Was this injury very similar to Manolas yesterday evening when he was caught by Mertens?
Short corner this time. Rodriguez. Suso. In the end, neither a cross or a shot. He might have been maybe going for that chip to the back post. But in the end, nothing, and this could be trouble for Inter. Miranda's pulled up shortly. He wants the ball though, which is a better sign at the moment. Maybe just wants to see if he can kick the ball.
He's back to running as well, so
the front of the thigh. Just want to ease his way through the next few minutes of the game. Valero, wonderful play, little shimmy, quick feet. Candreva! What an effort!
And fingertipped onto the crossbar by Gianluigi Donnarumma. Candreva also almost making it 3 derbies on the score sheet in succession. Here's the replay from this angle.
End up
no fingertips, just tip the top of the crossbar.
in the woodwork. Closest so far to an opening goal. Set up by the impressive Borja Valero. The line, Candreva to cut inside the far-fetched shot. Borja Valero giving the ball away though. Here's a chance here for a break for Milan. Hesse ran onto the ball and then played it straight into the path of Miranda. It's hemmed in here. Hesse putting the pressure on, Miranda going over. And they just knew once he'd go over, he'd win the free kick. Hesse, they're not really in that situation. Taking his time, forcing Miranda to make the decision.
That's the difference of experience. As you see the shot once again from Candreva. Set up by the quick feet of Borja Valero.
It was almost a chip, wasn't it? Rather than heading through the ball. But it was effective. To have possession again. They come over the top. Sacco with a header away. Souza goes down. Play on, says the referee. Perisic has been quiet.
He has been quiet on the left-hand side. That's Perisic for you, though. Sometimes in matches he'll do nothing for an hour and then burst into life and finish the game with a hat-trick and 2 assists.
He's drifted away out to the left-hand side as the ball heads that way. Nagatomo takes his time.
Just keeping my eye now on Perisic. He is being shadowed by Borini. Every single step he takes.
Valero again, just finding that space. Candreva flicks the ball on. D'Ambrosio comes back inside.
That was well cut out by Rodriguez. An important interception by the Switzerland international.
Andre Silva again, intelligent run. Caught late, Miranda there, referee. May want to produce something, a yellow card. Well,
the card's already out, Richard.
It is indeed. Got there before me. He's had it out immediately. And hopefully so, that was a very late challenge there, Miranda. I think he was slightly annoyed after being dispossessed earlier on by a young Portuguese starlet.
Embarrassed.
There you go. Wonderful angle for us. Clipped from behind. We'll use the word lightly. Clipped. Full-blooded kick to the back of the leg. Donnarumma. A bit of pressure here on that left foot of his, but gets the ball down the line. Miranda now. Puts the ball forward. Bonucci, calmly done. Wasn't a bad ball forward there from Bonucci to Souza. Through the middle. Nagatomo had to be quick.
Musacchio read that pass well, but his first touch was heavy. Drew himself out of position.
Very heavy, wasn't there? There's a lot of space to move into. Shot of some of the Inter-legends in the crowd. Benito.
Hat-trick hero. In the past here for Inter in the derby.
Worth them introduced to the fans beforehand, as we were saying. Cambiasso in the Hall of Fame.
Nicola Berti, another one of the all-time stars.
Yeah, a bit further back. Great reception. D'Ambrosio. I would say they do that very well, drawing the foul in a tight situation. There he's going nowhere. That's going out. Andre Silva, okay. At times, Blair doesn't want to step off the ball, but you think once or twice you might just do that.
it was a similar foul to Kessi's against Miranda at the other end of the pitch. That's the youthful vigour of Milan.
Of course, in the derby as well, this atmosphere. Going forward, this is excellent. Bonaventura goes on the outside. There'll be another corner. He's been sharp. Come on, Bonaventura so far. Feels he's got a point to prove this evening to Vincenzo Montella. He should be in the starting lineup. A lot of people would agree as well. Another corner in from the left. This time, referee Tagliavento wants to have a little word with two young Italians, Romagnoli and Gagliardini. Corner's taken. Decent delivery. Back into the danger zone and sliced behind
By Vicino.
There's a little bit of panic
Perisic there, yeah.
It's Perisic back. It was panic, wasn't it?
It was a great corner swung in.
Absolute textbook corner, really. Right along the top of the 6-yard area to be attacked. Short corner this time. Another header away. Perisic. Biglia. Calmly done. Rodriguez. Wide. Who's out wide? Leonardo Bonucci. It's back in his defensive position. Silva under pressure. Hesse. One touch. It's ball wide. Borini. To the left. Romagnoli with plenty of time. Hesse making a run forward. And sneak play by Milan. Suso! With the effort from distance.
Now you can see some movement, some thought behind Suso's positioning on the pitch. He drops in, gives an option, and Kessi is the most advanced Milan player. That's how Milan last won the league title with Max Allegri. Ibrahimovic dropping in deep and feeding through. It's Antonio Nocerino. After time.
Montella had 2 weeks. Suso was with the Spain squad. He's to work on his movement, and so far he's been very bright. Drifting left and right and through the middle. The free roll, as you were saying, Paul, is beginning to grow into it. It's a good spell from Milan.
So this is something Spalletti and his Inter side they're learning to cope with, is not having periods when they're on top. And if you can look at their goals against, they've only conceded 3 goals all season. They haven't conceded yet at home. And they haven't been that side that has dominated. As we can see, Napoli in their matches tend to dominate in terms of possession, chances, everything. Milan tend to suffer, still pick up the points, but don't concede a goal.
Chance here for a counter-attack for Milan. Suso. On the run, Suso. Perisic chasing back. Strong challenge from Perisic. Gets the return pass from Candreva. Plays it back to Candreva. Sweeping football here from Inter. And a late challenge from Romagnoli. That'll be the second yellow.
Miranda got a yellow card for his foul. It has to be the same punishment from the match official for Alessio Romagnoli.
As we were saying before, Paul, Perisic can spring to life at any time.
And in any position.
Well, Romagnoli there was really caught out of position, wasn't he? Candreva was always going to jink out to the outside and drew the foul.
2 Romans in the Milan derby.
Valero. over the ball. So the ball's not back the full 10 yards as Valera and Candreva are pointing out. Valera swings in a decent cross. Traveled a long way. Perisic, another deep ball played in. A header down! Miranda got up so well, rose above the Milan defence.
Didn't test Donnarumma. Inside the danger area. You can see Kessie tripping up Icardi, and Icardi stayed down, so Miranda maintained his position. It's a centre forward. The second cross, you still see there in the replay, Icardi staying down, speaking to the referee. Miranda tagged here. He's never by the central defender.
Far wide. Will be an Inter throw-in. To take it quickly. Valera comes short. Biglia closes him down. Pressure from Biglia. Back to Miranda. Once more. Ball over the top. Cardi on the chase. Go behind for a goal kick.
It does look a tasty tactic for Inter, though, every now and again playing that long ball in between the three central defenders. Icardi's pace seems to have the beating of all the three defenders. Risky by Donnarumma.
Very risky. Bonucci was caught by Icardi. Referee allowed play to continue. And under the header in the midfield. Kessie arriving. So it's Vecino.
Gagliardini seems to be rising to the occasion against Kessie at Atalanta this time last season.
Absolutely, the teammates. It's very strong, the central pairing, isn't it? Gagliardini and Vecino, two tall, physical players. Of the header in midfield. Valera, won by Biglia, not a handball. Play on to the referee. Bonaventura now going forward. That has to be another yellow card.
It was a handball, but it was an accidental handball. It seemed to be intentional by Biglia. Certainly an advantage for Milan.
Then after that, Vecino had only one thought in his mind. Let's have a look again.
Getting the better of Vecino. Bonaventura wasn't really in a dangerous position.
Good strong run though from Bonaventura, and a chance for Milan here.
It's worth remembering as well that Bonaventura was stolen away from Inter. Also the day of his signing for the Nerazzurri by Galliani. Then in Milan, Bonaventura, who enjoyed a goal or two for Atalanta against Inter, then added to his glory against the Nerazzurri of Milan, playing for the Rossoneri. And he's got his teeth into this match.
Suso, does he fancy a left-footed effort? Curler.
And Danovic just with two players on the wall. He's just left it with one.
That's a long way out, has to be said. Really go for the chip to the back post where Bonucci is lurking. Goes for goal, straight into the wall. The best of efforts. It's a lottery. Try to win possession back.
Icardi is down. He's not the only Inter player, Gagliardini as well.
There's a whole host of players jumping for that ball. Not a lot of finesse.
It is a derby after all, isn't it? You've got to fight for every single ball. Borini getting stuck in.
It is a feisty derby here. Milan, so much at stake, as I said, even this stage of the season. Ventura again into the ball. Borja Valero makes a clean challenge. Candreva, neat touch. Ambrosio back to Candreva. That's a better ball, pin in! And what a finish!
Mauro Icardi, that's his second goal in successive derbies. He'd gone 8 without scoring. What a finish, that's a striker's finish. You don't get any better than that.
And it all came from Candreva with the excellent delivery. We've been waiting a long time for him to play that sort of ball into the box. It was a free-flowing move down the right, and that is a wonderful ball. And what a finish, as you're saying, world-class striker's finish from Mauro Icardi. And Inter draw first blood in the derby.
The exchange in midfield. There's Milito, he knows what Icardi's feeling right now. They have the name on the score sheet and open the scoring in the derby.
Milito loved it, he was off his seat. Fellow Argentine as well.
Also Cambiasso, you'd have seen himself in how Borja Valero played through Candreva.
All started down the right when Inter won the ball back, where it was a free-flowing move. Ambrosio, Borja Valero and Candreva with the wonder cross. We've seen some wonder goals, but that's a wonder cross. How can Milan react? They've got to react. Bonaventura under pressure. Candreva. Free kick to Milan. Sweeps the ball out wide. Rodriguez first touch. Standing start. Biglia hasn't dominated like Borja Valero. Suso. Rodriguez. Cross in the near post. Sliced behind by Skriniar, but it's effective. Doesn't get across the 6-yard area. It's another corner to Milan. Mounting up. Most of them coming on this left-hand side. Another decent ball played in. Candreva. Wonderful play again.
He's now beginning to turn on his international form for his club. There's a round of applause not only from his coach but from the entire Inter faithful.
He was intelligent there, rather than just clear the ball. Drew in the challenge, got away from the penalty area, so he's going out wide, knowing that probably end up as a throw-in if he was challenged, which he was. Looking pretty good for Inter, going according to plan as we hit the 30-minute mark. For Milan, a lot of possession without really testing Andanovic. They're a goal down.
And they need more from Biglia in the centre of the park. Bonucci has had plenty of criticism because of the expectations of Bonucci there. Just gave the ball away. There is Biglia as well. He's been very quiet since he arrived from Lazio, and in Lazio against Roma he enjoyed plenty of derby success down in the capital.
It just doesn't look the sharp Biglia, and we know that he's been carrying an injury.
They arrived with an injury.
And not settling in so far. There's another long ball over the top and a drop ahead of Icardi, who is hungry for goals this evening.
It seems to be a tactic for Inter. One every 6 times they've got possession, trying the long ball over the top.
Suso. Skriniar's across there. That's excellent defending, wasn't it? He wanted him to play the ball in. He wanted him to hit it with the left foot. Made the block. Candreva. Off he goes. That little scurrying run of his. The left foot is a wonderful precision weapon.
Now Bonucci needs to watch Icardi.
Comes back inside.
Musacchio, an important, a huge block for Milan.
Massive block, wasn't it? But they were stretched again. Biglia. He gets something going in midfield. Ball over the top. It's a poor one again. Hesse, Biglia haven't settled into this, the pace of the derby. Hesse in particular.
There's no real cohesion in midfield for Milan.
Perisic just drifting out wide. Sino, Giardini, Miranda, Nagatomo. If he goes again, taking on Kessie. And this time running out of space and throwing a goal Milan's way.
As Spalletti likes to preach, it's the group that counts. It's the team that does the winning. And you can see Inter are working for each other, working very hard. Now they chase down here. And they got the ball back.
Giardini from behind the defence. Villero is coming back. We're in an offside position. We don't have possession. Rodriguez.
He's had a quiet match as well, Rodriguez. He arrived as
good ball. Bonaventura. Chance to run at Skriniar. Nowhere past Skriniar.
with a fair challenge.
Well, referee Juventus deciding it was a foul. It seemed to stand his ground. See it again. Referee got it absolutely right.
But then Rodriguez didn't gallop on the overlap to give Bonaventura an option. Has he been told to sit back and just cover defensively? But then why get Rodriguez? Basically plays as a winger more than a defender.
There's an opportunity for Milan, another set piece. This time a better position for Bonaventura and really whip this ball in. They're trying to play the offside trap. It's Rodriguez, and then the header almost coming in. Good defending yet again by Inter. They've got bodies in there to put the Milan attack off. It was Silva in the end who headed that ball wide. Here's the goal again. It's wonderful play by D'Ambrosio, and then that precision cross from Candreva beyond Bonucci, and Musacchio couldn't get back in time. Mauro Icardi, kiss to the stands.
He's invited his followers on one of his social media to help him name his dog. I'm sure now Derby will be one of the favourites.
Yes, again, Icardi waits for support. Perisic leaning back, well over the bar.
Again, another excellent run into the penalty area by Borja Valero, not picked up.
Saka, long ball forward, Miranda, always first to that. Icardi now, Icardi fires off the shot, straight down the middle. Roma smothers Biglia under pressure from Borja Valero. Does well to get away from the pressure. Suso out wide quickly. Andre Silva won him in the middle. Morini, Hesse. Space to go out to the left hand side. Romagnoli. And with that extra touch, he's forced to Bonaventura back. Rodriguez under pressure. Really going nowhere. He's lost possession and he's given away the free kick.
Inter on top. They've got the one goal advantage. Psychologically, it's massive. Milan, they're looking for some identity. They need to find identity from the experienced players. Experienced players at the bottom in the summer who didn't come cheap. This is their moment. They need to step up.
Biglia, Bonaventura, Rodriguez. All the way back to Donnarumma. Rodriguez on the chest. To Romagnoli. Milan going backwards.
easy pass by Rodriguez to Romagnoli. Is hit weakly, is hit on the bounce, and Romagnoli had no other option but to give it back to Donnarumma, and Donnarumma was in a tight spot there.
And poor play again, decision making from Rodriguez. Really suffering in this red hot atmosphere of the Milan derby. Nagatomo with a header on, caught late there, was he? Leon says the referee. Bonucci now can send the ball down the line. Nagatomo back with the acrobatic interception, stopping that quick break which Forini was leading out. Casino, handball this time. They want a yellow card. Second yellow card means a red. Don't get it.
I also don't get it why that was a free kick for handball. Another one by Biglia.
Such are the refereeing decisions. Good ball over the top though. Skriniar pushing the ball down very neatly. Miranda though able to make the clearance. And once again, it was battle for possession. Soso
tied there by Biglia. He just swung his leg at the ball.
Spaniards are clashing. Soso and Borcavalero. Miranda, Brazil international. Internationals wherever you look, both sides. Long ball out, Perisic. Almost getting to it. Sacco. Miranda this time the header forward. Kesse wins the ball. And De Silva under pressure loses out. Casino has been a real dominant presence. Sacco. Kesse. Biglia fighting Sacco to go forward. Kesse too rushed there completely. His first touch wasn't great, was it? Forcing him wide to the touchline, and then after that
he just wanted to get rid of the ball, didn't
absolutely
he?
That was it. Long ball forward.
That was a push by Cassie. Free kick for Inter. Gagliardini, slowly but surely getting back to that form that was that impressive that Inter bought him in January, and then when he arrived at Inter, he was the player who was holding the team together. And he fell away with injury. Was he rushed back far too quickly, wasn't fully fit.
It's not wide, Perisic. Now they'll throw into Milan. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. It's Inter that hold the advantage.
And Inter happy now that there is this lull before half-time. There's no furious finish by the Rossoneri. Skriniar just charging André Silva off the ball there. Skriniar being compared to Nesta by none other than Nesta himself.
Great challenge there, and André Silva. One off goal. Inter again. Vecino through the middle. Good ball out wide. Candreva, one touch, has a look up. Cuts back inside on the left foot. Bonucci hoisted clearance, then a header away. Not a lot of distance. Easily won back. D'Ambrosio powering his way forward. And in the end, Rodriguez just happy to slide the ball into touch.
Well, Rodriguez was ball watching when Bonucci was trying to clear. He wasn't looking for possession, looking to help his captain, give him a shot, tell him that everything was all clear.
Sums up his first half. And sums up Borcavillero's first half. It's so elegant. The shot coming in. Sino, the two former Fiorentina players combining there to test Donnarumma.
Wonderful feed once again by Borcavalero.
He's so elegant on the ball. Just caresses the ball when he comes away from a player, and his body movement with the Benito takes the ball away as well. Joy to watch. Here he is there again, setting up Vecino. Romanoli. Rodriguez. Rodriguez, very pedestrian from Milan, isn't it? There's not a lot of movement around when the ball's being played, around the ball.
And then Bonucci goes with a long ball through the middle. Even Suso is no longer drop here. Surveyor now gives an option, and Milan look better.
Suso goes wide. Orini. Suso again. Checks back. He is the creative hub of this side. He's got to get into the game. Romanoli, chip into the box, not a bad one. Miranda was there. Ambrosio.
And the flag was up for offside anyway against the Milan forward.
No doubt about that. Offside. And Silva. Miranda wasn't to know that, and very well. Inter, they certainly have all the components, don't they? They have the skill, the guile, but also that physical approach when needed. Seem quicker to the ball at times than the Milan players. Valero doing well again, but Kessie's spinning away into space. Kessie, ball played in behind the defence, opportunity here, and Handanovic with a save! Into the side netting, Orini, 2 opportunities for the equaliser.
The first one, he was right to go for the shot, not the second. He should have played it back across the face of goal. Kessie finally muscling Gagliardini. There's an excellent save. Play that ball back in. Andre Silo's got to tap it.
Absolutely. It was well struck. Let's see there. Right hand save from Handanovic, just to the bottom of our picture there, but that was an excellent save, wasn't it? Almost equaliser.
And also thanks to Kessie finally winning an important challenge in midfield. The referee looks at his watch, well, ticking down.
And he had a look there at Bonucci, who said, "You're not pulling the yellow card out on me."
Not yet,
challenge.
anyway.
In fact, it was it was Romanoli, it was Bonucci just went up to remonstrate with the referee not to pull the yellow card out on his teammate. The referee obliged, but it is a free kick to Inter, and into the final 20 seconds or so. So much added time. There won't be a lot. That's probably the last piece of action in the first half. Once again, it is Borco Valero and Andreva over the ball. Andreva runs away, Borco Valero into the back post. Too much purchase on it. And there goes the half-time whistle. Entertaining first 45 minutes here to San Siro. The Milan derby living up to its name. It's one of the most exciting in Italian football. We were leading the half-time score. It is Inter 1, Milan 0. The goal scorer, Mauro Icardi.
history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah.
The truth is so hard to find. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been thinking of, dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like kung fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, and I just want it.
I can see myself. I can see myself. I can see myself. See myself. I can see myself. I can see myself. I can see myself. See myself. I can see myself. I can see myself. See myself. I can see myself. I can see myself. I can see myself.
Oh, baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason.
Inter more dominant.
And that is why Vincenzo Montella has got Patrick Cutrone warmed up. But is he going to come on right now?
He is indeed. He replaces Frank Kesse. And now Milan going, seeking that equaliser with Andrea Silva and the very excellent Patrick Cutrone on, young player, a teenager who's really come on this summer and at the early start of, part of the season as well, especially in the Europa League. It is Inter that get us going. They've made no changes at the start of the second half.
And so Milan adopt a 3-4-3. Cutrone, we're playing through the middle with Andre Silva on the left hand side, Suso on the right of the front three.
Sino, D'Ambrosio. First half, D'Ambrosio and Candreva set up Cardi for the goal. Saka colliding there with Bonucci. Perisic down the line. Nagatomo. That's a decent ball played in. Well gathered. Donnarumma looking for the quick throw out.
You've got to say, for the first 45 minutes, there wasn't a poor performer for Inter. Every player performing their duties, some going beyond, such as Borja Valero and Candreva. Well, for Inter, we mentioned Rodriguez, we also said Kessie. Only the end of the first half did he actually get away from Gagliardini for the first time, as Milan created the one and only chance of the match.
Candreva again! He's taking the ball away from Rodriguez. And committing the foul on Bonaventura. Kessie were paying for that first half performance, being replaced.
But that's losing a lot of muscle in midfield there, taking away Kessie.
So because Inter defence, two-man central defenders. And Miranda more to think about with two players up front.
And if I had to pick out the best performer so far for the Rossoneri, I have to say Musacchio. He's been sharpened to every tackle, and the fact that I haven't seen much of Ivan Perisic shows you what a great game Musacchio's having. Another fine interception.
As a look around, it's a return pass from Suso. He's calm on the ball. That is important. Biglia falling back, able to sweep the ball out to the left-hand side. Rodriguez took too long with a cross. Candreva was back, closing him down, and off goes Candreva again.
He wants the ball, he's hungry this evening, Antonio Candreva.
Crossfield pass finds Perisic. Let somebody go out wide. Cuts back in field and space opens up. Sino. Shot tamely wide.
Not quite the flowing move from Inter that brought them the only goal of the game so far. The pass from Candreva was behind Perisic. And things slowed down there. As we mentioned, Richard, somebody need to give an option on the left-hand side. Borja Valero was that player. He reads the game so well. What an intelligent footballer he is.
Biglia. Andre Silva. Good support on the outside. Morini. Again, took a long time to be able to keep possession. Sacco, that's an intelligent ball. Andre Silva. Andre Silva! Off the post! Masako! Finds equaliser. It's been ruled out.
The flag is up, and Musacchio has been denied the derby equaliser. Andre Silva getting a second shot. He hit it so slow across the ground, came back off the post to find Musacchio in an offside position. Let's see here, he was indeed. That's a good call. Good calling.
No, it is very good decision. But will give Milan heart. The player you picked up, Musacchio.
He started that attack.
There he is again, back in his defensive position, long ball forward. Biglia. Musacchio again. Gets away from two challenges and gets the return pass off an Inter player. Biglia, that's an excellent ball. Bonaventura goes wide. Rodriguez. It's back in field. Bonaventura closed down. Romagnoli. Biglia. Suso in space. Suso checks back inside, shooting position. Suso! And Danovic parries over the crossbar.
And now Milan, we can say Milan on top. They had that chance just before half-time. That is all that was needed to galvanise them. And there, Andanovic leaping into there to make sure that wasn't going to dip under the crossbar.
Certainly with the extra forward as well. More movement. Another decent ball played in. Borini with the shot. Danovic at full stretch gathers at the second attempt.
And he saw that late. The Slovenian goalkeeper.
This is better from Milan. There's a new spring in their stride. They're quick, decisive into the challenges. This is more like it from the devil.
There's the save from Andanovic. Slipping that over the crossbar. Just behind Andanovic's goal. He can't quite, the cameras haven't picked it up yet, but there is a fantastic display by the Milan Ultra. Flags waving right across the Curva Sud.
They believe, their team believes. Milan in possession. Romagnoli. Rodriguez. To Romagnoli. More precise with their passing as well, Milan, at the start of the second half. Musacchio. They're down. Causing any problems, Andre Silva. There he is again, Andre Silva winning the ball once more. Ball over the top, offside. Cotrone, and he's getting in behind the defence now.
How things quickly change in an individual's life. Cotrone, playing for the Primavera last season, expected to be shipped out in the summer to get experience even in Serie B, but here he is, the first substitute by Milan in the Derby della Madonnina, and he's making an impact. His mere presence is enough.
Has 2 goals this season already. He's on the run again. Another rising star of Italian football.
It's offside once more though.
Pass again.
As we said, Musacchio on one side, on the right hand side has been very impressive. Rodriguez on the left.
Less so.
And has been kind.
Each forward ball. Nagatomo hoists the ball. Perisic always going to win that. We flick on. Neat play by Perisic because he knew that Borja Valero was in behind him.
Two sets of fans currently.
Wonderful turn. Sorry there, Paul, I just had to say that when he took the ball, top of the boot, went to go back towards the halfway line and then just spun away.
Just mentioning the two sets of fans have been creating a wall of sound here inside the stadium.
Andre Silva battling away. Milan struggling now.
Milan certainly re-emerged with much more determination about them. Do they know they're playing for their coach's career at Milan?
Good ball played in! Into the side netting, a rippling of the side netting. Cotrone, the youngster, no fear.
No fear, an excellent movement. That was Icardi-esque movement. Can we say even Pippo Inzaghi would have been proud of that one.
Absolutely, and finally Rodriguez able to whip in a decent cross from the left. Matches change when you can play in a great ball into the near post or into the 6-yard area. Ricardo Rodriguez finally did that. Cotrone almost finding the equaliser.
Now Milan in one half, 45 minutes, they had one chance here already. In the space of 4 minutes in this second half, they've created 4 chances.
Miranda under pressure again. He is really struggling. Andre Silva decided to go mano a mano against Miranda.
And Inter, for the first time in the match, looking pedestrian.
They're back there by Bonucci. It's quickly across Romagnoli. Bonaventura turns inside, wonderful play, Bonaventura.
The ball was won cleanly. Bonaventura went to Gran Vecino, biding his time well.
He's got a foot in. Tight turn. Vecino. Gagliardini. Bertomo. Perisic. Quick back heel down the line. Work with Valero. Again holds the ball up. Rides a challenge. Perisic uses his strength.
Offside, that's unfortunate for Inter. Such a tight little corner of the pitch, but great skill between Perisic and Borja Valero. Two players who speak the same language. The ball at their feet.
Football language, that is.
The only language these players know.
Excellent ball, swept out wide. Borini will go back inside. Suso in his more familiar position. Off he goes, that little twist inside. Suso, the curler! Suso's done it again!
He was the man of the moment last season in the first Derby della Madonnina for Milan, and he stepped up in the second half. He sold a dummy to 3 Inter players, stepped inside, and with that left foot of his, the curler into the bottom corner. Inter were suffering, Milan were on top, and they made it count.
Well, when you're a goal behind, go back to what you know. What you know is you put Suso back out on the right-hand side. He twists Inter players inside out and curls that sublime effort beyond Handanovic. That is another wonder goal in the derby. Milan, the ascendancy here. This is the second half from a Rossoneri.
It was, first of all, the dummy from Suso. And he sent those 2 Inter players and a third Stockstill, 2 scudding down the right-hand side and created that huge space in the middle. Then he had the hard part, he had to find the shot, and it was perfect.
Well, back in the old days, we called it the little jinky. He went on the outside, not me personally, but when a player on the outside then went back inside with the left foot, finished off. It could have been a left-footed player on the a right-footed player on the left either side, but that was sublime, wonderful play. Here come Milan again, Borini. He goes deep cross, Handanovic will gather that. There's a throw out and the passes there. Yardini struggling. Milan need to keep the pressure going and need to keep rocking Inter back. Inter need to get a foothold back into this game. forward. It is the Milan end of the ground that is in full voice. Cotrone, off he goes again. Wonderful play from the youngster.
He was the ball in the middle.
Rodriguez delivers, drops down. Suso. Andrea Silva. Nothing's on, but Suso is available. Biglia, calmly done. Musacchio gets away from Perisic with ease. Off he goes, Musacchio.
There's an option for him. Somebody's got to give him a helping hand.
He doesn't mind, he'll just play the ball around until he can find Suso. This is Milan at their sweeping best. We've been waiting for this at the start of the season. Bonaventura turns. Can he fire off the shot? Just too much from Bonaventura.
One turn too many from Bonaventura.
Well kept in by Romagnoli. Biglia. Again the spaces open up. Inter reeling. Borini on the outside. Nagatomo read it. Borini does well though. Borca Valera, can he lead the counter-attack? Suso across, forces him back in field. D'Ambrosio now with a bit of space to come across the halfway line. Candreva screaming for the ball, gets it.
Icardi not being watched by Bonucci.
Here's an opportunity! Vecino puts it wide when it was easier to score.
So it seemed. Excellent cross back in by Candreva. And that is this classic penalty in motion missed by Vecino. And Inter, they've been stung by the equaliser but stung back into life.
That was a chance there to get back in front. Vecino unable to take it. Off comes Cotrone again, bringing players into the game. What a turnaround here in the Milan derby. Inter dominated the first half. Milan now doing likewise at the start of the second. Rodriguez again finds space. Cross. Biglia leaning back. He was unsure if he was going to take the shot. Didn't really believe in himself, did he?
Not for a player who has captain club and country.
This player believed in himself. And that wasn't hit with a lot of power, was it? It was just precision to the far corner. Suso. Didn't he say if he scored in the last derby he was going to walk home? He said something was that, which is something you usually don't hear from footballers who are going to walk anywhere. Biglia said if he scored he would walk to a shrine near his home, which, well, not that near, 50 kilometres away. But no chance of scoring there. The ball heading into the heavens. Here he is again. Biglia coming to the fore. Biglia, we know. Borini, decent cross, drops down!
What a
save by
Handanovic!
Bonaventura, danger's not over yet. Biglia. Milan almost taking the lead. Handanovic denying Bonaventura, who's now on the ball again.
One of those billiard shots from Bonaventura. Dumped the ball out from underneath him.
Biglia under pressure. Icardi breaks across the halfway line. Still has a lot to do. Perisic making the run. Biglia forces Icardi wide. Perisic now against Musacchio. Goes on the outside. Gets the byline. Pulls the ball back. Icardi! Oh! Mauro Icardi!
That is the best penalty box striker in the world at the moment. What a finish! What coordination!
Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Inter's captain gets his brace for the evening, and just when Milan were in the ascendancy, Icardi chops him off at the knees with an absolute stunning finish. What movement in the air from Icardi. He won the ball back, he started it on the halfway line. Perisic finally gets to the byline, little step over, and then Icardi here slices the ball away with the outside of the right foot into the far corner. How did he do that?
That is a leader who now believes he can lead Inter to success.
There was no way he could have hit that ball without producing something almost a scissors kick.
And you can see from the reaction, some could say that was a fluke, that was a miss-hit. That was not. That was meant all the way by Icardi, who hadn't scored an open play since August the 26th. Now he's on a derby hat-trick.
Borini! Milan coming back. They can't let the heads drop. They won't let their heads drop. They know that they're still in this game. It's taken an absolute wonder goal to bring them back in the game. It took another one to see them go behind. And Mauro Icardi, can he contain himself? He's on a hat-trick in the Milan derby.
Being watched by a certain Diego El Principe Milito, the last player to score a derby hat-trick.
Well,
we've not even had time to think back to Andanovic's save from Bonaventura. Not even had time to see a replay of it. The action has been so furious in this second half. Not that the first was tame.
Furious. Exactly, the first wasn't that bad. The second is out of this world. Suso. It was 2-2 last season. It's 2-1 for Inter. Suso back in his familiar position. Borini. It's just chipped in there. Rodriguez does well. Bonaventura in the shooting position. Deflects behind. That will be a corner. Milan putting on the pressure again.
25 minutes to go, plus stoppage time, and the feeling is there are more goals in this game.
More goals, more drama. Corner into the near post. Perisic the header. Icardi, the halfway line. Biglia's there.
Biglia with that pass back.
Wasn't the best of back passes. Roma took it down well though. Miranda. Header. And he finds Borini. Borini's had an excellent second half. Borini tripped from behind.
Gagliardini becomes the third Inter player booked. Oh, for similar fouls. Clipped from behind.
Difference in this half. Those those Milan wide players, Borini, Rodriguez, willing to run at defenders, run at the opposition.
You use the term willing. I say they have been freed by the coach to do it, because in the first half, as they were against Roma, they sat in tight. They were asked to defend, but Rodriguez doesn't defend, and Borini's a forward.
Suso, the trusty left foot. High line again from Inter. Defends well. Candreva goes over, referee says play on. Borini looks up. Ball played to the back post.
Andre Silva snatching at that one.
On that occasion, he was going for the wonder goal. Well, look at that. And you see a better goal around the leagues this weekend or for a long time. Just the body position, the balance. And as we said, able to hit the ball with the outside of the right boot to curl it away. Milito, he loves that. And if he loves it, it's got to be good. More than good. Absolutely amazing. As this Milan derby has been. And Candreva using the outside of the pitch and whipping in another dangerous ball. This time Bonucci in a better position. Closing up the game, really getting stretched now, as we'd expect. Biglia again can drive forward. This time his pass is easily read, and Valera another stunning dummy. Take Romagnoli out of the game, but Biglia working back very well.
Makes amends. Last time he lost possession. Side lost the goal. Not that time though.
Bonucci, will he drive forward to try to create something? Biglia. Suso has a look out to Borini. Decides to go it alone. Miranda the header away. Bonucci well positioned. Finds Biglia.
Certainly, Richard, the feeling is coming up from the pitch from Milan is that they're playing for their season here.
De Silva with the block, no danger. Ivanovic gathers. And as we said before, Inter will be 10 points ahead of their city rivals for a start, and 2 points behind Napoli, who they go to visit next weekend.
That is already a match to think about. Obviously, this match is still to finish and anything could happen. Still got a quarter of the game to go.
Montella showing no emotion, but inside his heart must be racing. He's got to come up with another tactic. But how can you stop Mauro Icardi in this form? Maruma, another poor clearance. And a clumsy challenge by Iadini. Bonucci and Biglia, they are the leaders. Got to drive Milan forward. Off goes Cotroni racing forward. Inter hold the line very well. Milan build through the midfield. Biglia, Romagnoli, Bonucci, Leonardo Bonucci. He's seen it all before in his career. Borca Valera, late challenge.
It's a 50-50 ball. If you look at the statistics, Milan currently sitting on 1-4, lost 4, and they've lost these head-to-heads. They've lost against Lazio, Roma, and now they're losing to Inter.
It's a tough take at this juncture in the season.
Finally, that replay of the save from Bonaventura by Andanovic through the crowd.
How vital will that be? But as you said, Paul, there's still plenty of time to go. This ball is whipped in again. Inter, their numbers very flat. Those free kicks. Inter are a very tall side. Suso went for glory, drops down Cotroni. Excuse me. Was it Cotroni?
Alessio Romagnoli.
Romagnoli, who scored in the last derby. Of all people popping up there, staying up from the free kick.
Perisic goes over to have a word with Luciano Spalletti. Repositioning tactically by the Inter coach. Before the visual goes across, breaks up that little chit-chat.
Inter going to make a substitution. Looks at it. Icardi has been spoken to.
Number 7, João Cancelo.
Cancelo to come on.
Just back from injury. Galloping fullback, but he can also play as a winger. He'll come on for Candreva, showing some signs of tiredness.
Ucci, decent ball played in Skriniar, towering header away, only as far as Borini. Another flat cross, Rodriguez arrived, but really should have stayed outside of the penalty area. Could have started again, he'd already made his run. The ball was hit with too much power and too flat. Time for the change, as you said, Paul. Off comes Candreva. Excellent game from him. But as with a lot of wide players, they'll get to the final quarter, and then up comes the board. But he'll take the applause tonight. Sometimes we've seen him coming off unhappy, but not tonight. He deserves the applause.
In the interview from the Gazzetta dello Sport, he said he's even been booed. He says, I'll take the boos because sometimes I don't play well, but also take the round of applause because he's deserved it this evening.
Absolutely. João Cancelo takes his place. A bit more defensively minded now. Inter to protect the goal and look for the counter-attack maybe with Cancelo. He's got the pace. the guile and skills of Candreva. There's a real battle here. Reclaimed kings of Milan.
Montella turns to speak to his assistants. Time for another change also for the Rossoneri. Certainly want the same impact that Cutrone's made.
Borini. Suso forced back. Spreads the play wide. Romagnoli. Biglia. Romagnoli down the line. Tony with the run. Wins the ball. Ventura. Check back. Wanted to go back on the right foot. Really.
Has been a stabilising figure though, Bonaventura, on that left side of midfield.
And certainly get the better balance now. Milan. Suso coming in field there to good effect. First touch is heavy though by Cotrone. Danovic. Final 15 minutes of a pulsating Milan derby. 2-1 to Inter. Mauro Icardi, the hero at the moment, with 2 goals. Suso drawing Milan level. Here's another change.
Locatelli, another youngster, another promise. Goes up there over Rodriguez. Is that the change to be made?
The header forward. Ventura.
Locatelli, he was the name on everyone's lips at this stage last season, scoring that amazing goal against Juventus. There's a steep learning curve.
It is indeed. For the young players, but he's got another one with a bright future. From Inter again. Cancelo, the edge of the box. The shooting position. Goes wide. Checks back. Intelligent play. Almost finds the cross for Icardi, was lurking.
He wanted to set up his captain for his hat-trick, didn't he? Impressive show of strength there from Vecino once more. Some of these players that arrived at Inter over the summer, and how there were the eyebrows were raised, there were question marks. Skriniar, Vecino, do they have the quality? Yes, they do. They've got the stature, they've got the personality, the character as well to wear this famous black and blue striped shirt.
Valero, Perisic, so well. Header down low. Roma gathers, again wanting to throw the ball out quickly.
That's his volleyball skills, isn't it, Perisic?
Absolutely.
Milan can't bring on Locatelli yet.
Biglia. Sacchio. Good ball played in. Andre Silva. Where the free kick. He's starting to tire, isn't he?
He is, yep. Romagnoli who comes off.
So Rodriguez drops back.
Or do Milan switch to a flat back 4? Let's see. Which means Borini playing full-back. Musacchio and Bonucci in the centre. And that's the way it's going to be for these final 50 minutes.
Bonucci with a header. Biglia. Musacchio. Miranda read that very well. Better second half from Miranda a wobble at the start. Second half will calm down again, and he's marshalling defence very well. Borini, first time ball forward. Difficult one for Cotroni. Off go Inter again. This time lose out. Referee getting in the way. Biglia tried to play the ball through. Perisic sprints forward. Milan player down. Player's been stopped.
Yellow card for Perisic here. Tagliavento, let play continue. And he must have got a word from the fourth official, because the arm was raised, but it wasn't a free kick, and certainly wasn't a yellow card. Andre Silva, Perisic just using the arm to fend off the challenge.
Andre Silva going down.
That's what Spalletti thinks about it.
Bit of his volleyball skills there. Biglia, Valera close to him. Suso. He's forced back as well. Inter defending very deep now. Borini whips in the cross to the back post.
That's it.
Home!
It's in the back of the net.
It is home! Bonaventura! This will go to the bar, will it? Or will this be a goal? Bonaventura is celebrating. Milan are celebrating. Some of the players don't want to celebrate just in case. But
the referee's indicated to the halfway line. You could see from our angle that Andanovic hadn't got there in time to stop the entire ball from crossing the line. He knew he scored.
Well, we've had 3 stunners, and now less so, but they all count. Let's see it again. Andanovic.
Where's the ball?
Where is the ball? Let's have a look. Goal! Goal line technology tells us it's well over the line. Excellent. Yes, it was resting on Handanovic, and that's the difference when you've got players inside the box. Handanovic there, yes. His knee, I think, dragged it back across the line.
Go down.
Might go down to an own goal, but I don't think Bonaventura will mind. Well, he might do.
Icardi does.
He will, definitely. It's 2-2, as it was last season in both games. There has never been 3 consecutive draws since 1937. Don't ask me what the scores were then, if they were all 2-2. But we've had 3 derbies now. Each one of them have just been full of drama, full of goals.
And we've had stoppage time goals in those 2-2s last season.
Absolutely. Are we going to get a winner? Why not? Suddenly the crowd are stunned. I think even the Milan fans are stunned.
That's a terrible pass now by Borini.
Perisic lines up the shot, decides against it. Nagatomo. Can he go on the outside? Borini makes up for Herrera. Montella pacing the touchdown down below us. Valero produce another piece of skill. Giardini goes down by Biglia.
Not a corner kick according to the referee.
No disagreement from Gagliardini either. Play continues. This match has been played in very good spirit. Players have just got on with the game. Hardly any arguments. Murumba. Oh, the ball just being sent forward now by Inter. They've lost their shape completely.
You can say that Joao Cancelo hasn't filled Candreva's boots.
whole Inter finesse side anyway. But
Eder is now going to come on.
They do have it's a play of commitment and hard running. They're going to need that because it's Milan are playing the very precise, neat football. Again, Borini picks out Sousa. Locatelli, substitute. That's an excellent ball played in. Can we play it back? Andrea Silva almost on the end of it. And hooked away. Rodriguez.
We know he's got a dangerous left foot on him, Rodriguez, and he teed up the shot. He did hit it cleanly enough, dragged it wide. And here's the change now with Eder coming on. And Borja Valero, the tiring Borja Valero, coming off, but he's had an excellent match as we see the replay of the second equaliser from Milan in this game. Own goal, and Danovic, well, certainly had a hard task to keep it out.
Well, that goal, equaliser, just seems to have deflated Inter completely. Borja Valero makes way with just 5 minutes remaining. Can Eder be a hero? Borini with a header forward. Gardini wins it again. Perisic. Blind ball. Locatelli, poor touch. Locatelli diving in there, wins the ball. Play on, says the referee. Sino needs to get back on his feet. Off goes Eder on the chase. Rodriguez puts the ball into touch. Inter now with the platform. This throw in. It's wasted. Donnarumma. Calmly done. That's not a lot to do. Gigo. Donnarumma. From the goals. Danovic probably the busier of the two goalkeepers.
In the first half, easy saves to make from Icardi and from Vecino. From Donnarumma. And the second half, and Danovic making the saves from Borini. Sousa.
Wonderful ball forward. Cotrone runs at the defence. Cotrone's in!
Miranda blocks his run. Expert
So
defending by
close.
Miranda. That's a great tackle by Locatelli. The referee didn't like it. Up north in Europe they like that one.
Up in northern Italy they like that one as well. Locatelli's never a player to pull out of challenges. That's mine.
Player of the
Indeed,
ball.
he couldn't believe it. Could he? Honestly, we see some challenge. We saw one last now. Patrick. It's ended up as a penalty. Still time though. Promo. Either side can pull off the victory. Eder going it alone. Handball as he tried to just bull his way through, and off goes Sousa. Not wide again. Borini. He's had an excellent game, Borini. Bonaventura skips inside. Biglia. Wonderful touch, Locatelli. Chip over the top. That's too much, isn't it, really? And Danovic was always going to win that. Miranda and De Silva in his pocket.
And after such tight, neat work from Bonaventura, let himself down with that sloppy chip forward because Rodriguez had set off in the overlap, something he never did in the first half. Turn of pace.
Sino is going to go all the way. Is he going to go all the way? The back heel. Eder!
What a block to deny Inter. But let's say would have been a winner.
Well, we're seeing everything this evening. what a run from midfield. I thought he was going to go all the way. Then the intelligent pass, the back heel from Icardi. It was set up perfectly for Eder. And then, in the end, Rodriguez threw himself. That's all he could do, throw himself at the ball.
But he is the epitome of Milan's change in the second half.
Corner into the near post, flicked across the face of the goal, beyond the far post. That's a penalty! Oh, it's a penalty! Icardi goes down.
Rodriguez gets a yellow card. It is a penalty kick. It is the moment for Mauro Icardi.
What drama! We promised you drama, and we brought it. Icardi to win the derby and get his hat-trick. Let's see it again. Was there really much contact there?
Well, you can see from that angle, arms around him, but the referee's awarded the penalty. Didn't ask to consult
Gigo,
the VAR.
Donnarumma, already the tender age, is an expert penalty saver. Icardi to ride himself into legendary status
you
for
can feel
Inter.
the confidence coming, oozing from Icardi.
Icardi steps up, and Icardi places the ball home. He becomes an Inter legend.
He is the derby winner as a captain and a hat-trick to his name. He knows it. He knew before he even started his run-up. The confidence was oozing from every pore on his body. There was no way he was not going to score that penalty.
He's done it. Mauro Icardi, the Inter captain. Got a cross in front of Rodriguez, and Rodriguez had done so well to make that block, which denied Eder. Gives away the penalty. Icardi's booked, of course, for taking his shirt off.
He doesn't mind. He has immortalised himself.
Is he taking his shirt off, or because he's got a white t-shirt underneath?
He doesn't care. That's Instagrammed immediately.
Maybe call his puppy hat-trick.
Derby hat-trick as his full name.
Derby hat-trick. Milan just have to throw everybody forward now.
And we still haven't had a stoppage time goal. That was in 90 minutes. Only 3 minutes of time added on.
Close enough, Paul, close enough. Only 3 minutes. Biglia. Milan have to lift themselves again. Borini, there's no time to waste.
And Spalletti ordering Eder to get back into his own half, put in the tackles. He follows his coach's word.
No time to waste at all. Andrea Silva. Gagliardini makes a challenge. Locatelli comes across but can only give away the throw-in. The cheers you hear, of course, are from the Inter fans. A throw-in is priceless.
Santon about to make his way into the game. There's the concentration. Look at that from Icardi.
Cool penalty, as you said. That's my name, Mauro Icardi. And he will be given the hero's send-off here. The applause he returns. Derby status, legendary status for Inter now.
And he
Milan
is
City Derby is his. He is the Prince of Milan.
He is the name of the 167th Derby della Madonnina in Serie A. Is all his. Mauro Icardi's.
Siro. Play the ball into space. Marcelo. Plenty of time.
Vecino's making the run through the middle, so is Perisic.
Just over the head of Perisic. She'll want to keep this ball in though. And she does to good effect. Santon, normally done. Perisic. Nagatomo. Gagliardini loses out. Off go Milan, Locatelli. Chop from behind.
The cynical foul.
There's no time to argue for the Milan players. Eder had to do that. His coach would have been screaming at him if he hadn't. And there's still time for Milan. This has to be their last chance. Locatelli, of course, doesn't have that great pace anyway. But no matter.
Up comes Donnarumma into the penalty area as well. As Candreva and Icardi, the risk a sly smile, but not in stoppage time, not in the Milan derby.
All or nothing.
You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes? See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you. Now I'm finally right here with you. Your voice is getting nearer, heart is pumping, thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, while we got our feelings amplified. Staying to the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you.